Hey y'all, welcome back to Straight Talk No BS. I'm Jay. This is Tanya. Taz over the right hand corner and Nay downstairs.
Hey, hey.
Y'all
Hey
ready for a
y'all.
good show?
Oh,
I think a funny show, really. This is really gonna be
yeah.
a good one, y'all. We're gonna be
Mm.
talking about pettiness.
Ooh,
Pettiness.
yeah, super petty.
Y'all, I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I've been on the low end of pettiness and the high spectrum of pettiness. So I had to start studying pettyology.
Me
So I
personally,
can
I
get
think
good
I
at
think
it.
Jay wears the crown. I don't know how y'all ladies feel, but I think she wears the whole, like, you know what I'm saying,
Yes,
like the
yes.
outfit.
Cause
Yeah, okay.
she will get petty. She will get petty in a heartbeat.
You know she was ready to say that anyway.
I,
She was ready.
Nay, do you agree? Is
Oh
Jay the
yeah, she
queen and
bad. Yeah,
king and queen?
yeah.
Okay.
You know what they say though. Y'all hanging with me, so what do they say? Birds of a feather flock together, baby.
I got
So
my
we
petty.
all petty up in this
Wait,
mug. We all petty.
wait, no, no. Because you
Whatever.
just want somebody flying with you. No, ma'am.
Okay, she can't be solo.
No, ma'am.
Y'all flying
Whatever,
with me.
whatever, whatever.
Y'all ass petty.
See, now what it is, we be trying to keep her from being petty. We be trying to tell her, man, you wrong about that. You should not do that. But she don't listen. No,
No.
and I don't want to hear that. She got me mad
We
or whatever.
sure
The case
gonna
might be.
fit.
She gonna do it.
We sure
You
gonna
got
find out a
talk
little bit
you gotta
more about
talk
Jay.
you got to talk to her for about 3 hours in order for her not to do something.
Now you gotta
We,
let her sleep on it and pray over her ass while she sleeps
Well,
so she
well,
don't do
well
something.
then,
Hell.
y'all ain't gonna be handling me like this.
We ain't gonna handle you. We ain't
Yeah,
gonna handle you.
y'all ain't
I'm
gonna handle me like
Handling it,
that.
y'all.
see, at the time that she thinking of what to do to be petty, you gotta hope and pray that she sleepy as hell so she'll go to sleep.
If it ain't happening, it ain't gonna happen. It
But
ain't
y'all,
gonna.
I'm gonna just, I'm gonna deal with y'all later. I'm gonna deal with y'all later. We got a show to
See
do.
what I'm talking about?
We got a show
That
to do.
part.
Petty,
That
petty.
part.
I just showed y'all petty, but I'm gonna deal with y'all in a little bit. Yeah, I'm petty. I'm gonna get your asses back. But y'all, Nay, she found this video, y'all, and I thought it was so daggone petty and sad at the same time. It's just pitiful what people do. So I'm gonna show everybody this video. Let me get us up out of this circle. I mean this square here, and I'm gonna play this video because this was just interesting, really, really interesting.
Child.
Girl, how petty people can be.
I'm telling you, I don't even understand. Ain't
All
that
right,
crazy?
y'all. I want y'all to check this.
Okay, so I came on here earlier to say how the young people came, and was cutting my grass, to stay off the street. So you see the police car right there. My neighbors that stay in that house right there. So I guess I have like a line where part of it is not my yard. They called the police to tell the police that the kids was cutting their grass. Who does that? Who does that? They called the police for everything. They called the police because my kids was throwing snowballs. They called the police because my child was crying because he was getting a whipping. Who does that? I'm not moving unless I want to move. Who calls the police for everything? They should be glad these kids not out here breaking their car windows out. They should be glad the kids not out here stealing their cars. You called the police because the kids is out here cutting the grass, and they cut the grass that wasn't a part of our grass. I don't know what part is my grass and what part is your grass. He back to talking to the police. That's the police car. Who does that, Jackie? Who calls the police because kids that's between the ages of, how old are you, baby? 9. He's 9 years old. They are walking around cutting grass. It's 2 young men and 2 young ladies. After this 9-year-old just got killed, like, love out loud, baby.
I knew her too.
You knew her because you went to school with her, didn't you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so glad you out here doing something positive. You should not be getting the police called on you because you out here cutting grass. Yes, I'm going live because I'm so angry right now. I am so angry right now. This is like totally ridiculous. I mean,
Either go inside or around the corner or something so that way you guys don't have to look at each other while I talk to you.
why?
Because I don't want it to turn into anything.
It's,
I'm trying to make it easy on everybody. It's up to you where we go. I just don't want to have you guys out here in the middle of each other's face.
All right, Facebook Live, but like I said, this is totally ridiculous. Like, I'm so angry right now that these babies is going through this, getting the police called on them because they're...
Y'all, sound off on this video, cause that's pettiest at its finest. I'm not kidding, man. You calling the police on a 9-year-old for accidentally cutting your yard. If it's that important, get a spray can and spray paint a line down that mud. You know what I'm saying? That way so nobody cross over it.
Tanya, did you look at your phone?
Girl,
Nay,
no.
Nay, what do you think about it?
Did I look? I'm 46 years old, and just like I stated on the live the other day, I just cut my grass, and I cut my neighbor's yard on the left side and the right side of my ass. Now, is that petty?
No, to me that you was helping out the neighbor.
I was helping out the neighbors. So if I get a 9-year-old that knocks at my door and say, "Hey, ma'am, can I cut your grass for $20, $15?" Baby, I'm gonna go in here and count him out $20 worth of quarters, cause that means I ain't got to cut my neighbor's lawn no more. But whoever that lady was, and I don't want to, sound like I'm racist, but baby, we is not back in the 1800s. Let these kids be great and make their money. Let these kids be great and live their life. In the
Like
video,
said,
what shocked me is that the little girl passed away, and they didn't even shed light on that. And it was a friend of the young man's. He said it. He said, I knew her.
Yeah, that 9-year-old girl, I forgot what state this is in, but there was a drive-by. Somebody, a group of people were driving in their car, did a drive-by shooting, and they shot into the direction of the house. There was a group of children outside in the backyard jumping on a trampoline, and one of them was a 9-year-old girl, and she got shot and she died. Yes. And it was like, dang, and evidently the young man that was in this video with the lawnmower situation, they must have knew her. But it's crazy, like the woman said, what are we doing? Okay. What in the world are we doing? You get what I'm saying? Where the young people are dying, the little babies are dying. Come on, y'all. And that is super petty. That's super petty. If you sitting up there worried about young kids, young kids cutting your grass, that is super the epitome of petty if I ever seen it. I think they might have outbeat you with the crime.
And
you gonna stop your shit. That's what you gonna do.
And it goes to, and I hate to say this, but it's true. It goes to, you know what I'm saying, stems from the damn racism. If you are sitting there and you find not only children, but children of color, and you have a problem with them doing something positive, something got to really be going on in your life.
You know what? But Francis, I agree with you, and I think that they are really miserable people. Period. I don't even think it had to do anything with children of color, in my personal opinion, because it just boiled down to a child.
Well, I say a child of color. I do believe it do, because
you think so.
Okay, yes. And because I guarantee you, if they do a different video like that, and you got some white neighbors and the white kids is cutting the yard, they ain't gonna have no problem. They're gonna be out there probably helping them and paying them extra, giving them a tip.
Well, I have to say, I was petty like that just a little bit, because I had the best looking yard in my neighborhood. Okay. And the kids used to run through there throwing trash down, walking on my grass, and I hated it. I tell them, walk on the sidewalk. There's a whole sidewalk in front of my house. Get on the sidewalk. Until one of the kids' moms came out and said, "You know what, baby? You in the wrong neighborhood to be trying to act like that, trying to act all civilian and stuff." She sure did. She said, "Baby, you in the wrong neighborhood."
Well, that wasn't called being petty, though, because if you take your time to do your yard and you know that your yard looks good and you want to keep it that way, that's not being petty to tell people not to throw trash on your yard and not to run through your yard.
But goodness, you know what I'm saying? Like,
now, if you would have called the police on them.
Oh, I was to that point about to call the police on them because I got tired of talking about it every day.
But you know what?
I got to the point where I was looking outside, like, what's that dude name on? Was it on Friday? That guy that wanted his yard looking good, and he'd be looking out the window trying to see who's in the yard.
Staying.
I think it was. Yeah, baby, I would like that looking out my window. Y'all need to get out my yard.
But you know what? She made another key factor. Instead of the kids being out trying to vandalize something,
that's right.
Breaking into people's cars or whatever the case may be. 2 young men and 2 young women were out trying to be productive and cut grass, and they got the police called on them. 9 years old.
Ain't that something? What kind of? It doesn't make you say, okay, well, that little petty stuff going on like that, that's extreme. So they're only 9. Now, what kind of picture did that paint for them?
Think about what if they really were doing something. What if they were breaking out? Baby, if they was doing something like trying to break into a car or whatever, they would have got shot. If they went to that extreme, all of a sudden just say, okay, we're calling the police for you cutting grass.
Y'all, that's sad. That's what I say.
So I'm gonna go. I want to go to Nate. Nate, have you ever been in any petty situations?
I already know.
I have been in multiple petty situations. When I say petty, I mean petty. When you get called to the school because your child had on something and it's not appropriate for school uniform. You know, maybe my baby don't have a uniform. Maybe my child don't have the school color. Maybe and my daughter got so mad about the situation, even though she got disciplined. She's watching right now. I still had to discipline her because I told her that was my role. But she had to tell her teacher, like, if it's something you want me to have and my mama can't get it, then you buy it.
Oh, no, she didn't, girl. That's your child.
Don't bag my kids up into a corner. They were trying to send her to in-school suspension because she did not have a proper uniform on for school. Yeah. And not that she didn't have any, I hadn't got a chance to get to the laundromat. And so this particular teacher was going to make an example out of her because she didn't have on the proper clothes. And so I said, well, she came to school with her schoolwork. She came to school ready to learn and had all her supplies, but yet you're trying to give her in-school suspension because she doesn't have on the proper school clothes. And she's telling you, like, as a child, hey, my mom hadn't got to go washing yet, but tomorrow I'll have my uniform. No, you're going directly to the office. So if that's not petty,
baby.
That's extra. Petty. You think about it. You're talking to a student, and I mean, teachers are supposed to have that level of compassion. You know what I'm saying? That understanding. The rules are there to enforce things, to keep control and order and keep everything fair. But when you got circumstances like maybe somebody that it can't afford to buy any, or something's going on in the home and it's not the child's fault, you're supposed to use that discretion. Now that was just extra. Super extra, all because that baby didn't. Come on, the teacher should have called you, not took it out on the baby and put her in suspension. That's over the top.
But the petty side of my child, she said, I ain't gonna go to the office and call my mama. I'm gonna call my mama from your phone right now.
Yes, baby.
Not right now.
I'm sorry.
Red now. Red.
I'm not gonna condone that, but go ahead, old baby. High five.
I'm gonna tell y'all about one of my petty situations. I was working in the hospital, and my coworker, we were told that if it's not that busy, one of us could go home. So we had decided that she was going to go home. Now, I'm a respiratory therapist, working ER, and we work in the whole hospital, only 2 respiratory therapists. So it started picking up in the ER. So the supervisor had called and told her, you can't leave because it's picking up. There's a lot of people coming in. So she gets mad about it. She turned off her phone, and you got to have that phone on so you'll know when there's an emergency going on. So I'm working ER this night. So I get 2 codes coming in at the same time. 2 people coming in coding. I can't pump 2 hearts at the same time, right? So I'm calling and calling and calling. She ain't picking up. She ain't picking up because she mad. Now, in the beginning of the shift, she was just talking to me. Yeah, girl, yeah. But, baby, when she found out she wasn't going home early, all that conversation shut the hell down. So she was mad. She was mad, petty as hell. So she turned off her damn phone. So I'm in there. I'm trying to call her. I'm like, oh, my God. I'm about to get fired, y'all. I can't say these 2 damn people. What the fuck I'm gonna do? So I'm sitting there. I said, okay, this petty bitch. Okay, she wanna be petty with a fat ass. I got her. I told you I'm the master of pettyology. So you know what I did? I called the house supervisor. I said, call her ass on the intercom. Respiratory. We need you in ER. Respiratory. We need you in ER. So, baby, she came over there, boy. That face was ugly. Boy, she was mad. Girl, get the pump in that heart over there. Come on. It's time to save a life. You want to play with me? Play with me. That was one of my petty moments. I had to get back with her with
in
that
the hospital, y'all. You know what I'm saying? On the intercom,
that was taking it to the extreme. You got 2 people's lives that we need to save, and you picked that moment to act petty. Come on now.
Well.
What about you, Tanya?
No, you know what? A petty moment. I try to be right. Do y'all see me as being petty? First of all, am I
Hell
petty?
yeah.
Does my face look like a petty person to y'all?
Hell yeah, it's the one you think won't do it is the main one that will do it. Yes, Lord.
Jesus.
Okay. So I was working at a fast food restaurant. Remember, Nate, we were talking about something similar to this with food, and a customer came in. It was a big rush. I guess it was a big game going on, and it was a super rush. Like there were lines out the door, and it was only me. I'm running the cook in the back who spoke Spanish. I didn't speak Spanish, and my manager who barely spoke Spanish. So it's just the three of us in this whole McDonald's. Okay. So anyway, big rush, people, lines wrapped around all over the place. This guy coming up, he's just being real ugly, like he had to stand in the line. I'm just so tired, y'all can't get anybody up in here, and then you got this his wet back there in the back, and he can't understand what my order is. Just really just being belligerent and stupid. And I was like, okay, so how can I help you? You don't try to still smile. How can I help you? He finally says what he wants, but he was being real particular about what he wanted. Now he was putting the extra on top. Well, yeah, when you give me the hamburger, I want my buns toasted, but I want it toasted real crispy, and I need 5 pickles on there. I really don't like too much, so not too, that kind of extra. So I go back because I also had to go back and fix the food since the cook didn't know. So I'm back there. I'm like, okay, yeah, his patty fell on the ground. So I was like, well, since it's a rush and there's like a billion people, I mean, you want your stuff a certain type of way? Sure, here we go, here you go. I put that patty right back on there. He wanted his buns toasted extra. I extra toasted his buns, wrapped it up really pretty, served him his meal. There you go, have a nice day. I'm just...
Why did you have to bring up food service? I'm not trying to get in trouble.
I mean, me neither. That was back in the day. Full disclaimer, the Straight Talk does not condone any of this behavior. But sometimes people drive you to be extra petty. Yeah. Like there was no need for him. Understand, you see there's only 3 of us and we're trying to tell you, hey, there's only 3 of us working in here. You know what I'm saying? Have a little compassion. But no.
You want to come up there talking
You want to be extra. So I'm going to be extra. I'm going to help you with your extra. Hopefully you enjoyed that dustiness, sir. I hope you're okay out there in the world. Didn't have no infection and stomach virus. Sorry about that, sir.
Probably got the shit.
That's usually not me, but people bring it out in you, though. Dang.
They really do. Like, you be trying to be nice. You try your hardest.
Sweet Jesus.
Nice. Sweet Jesus. Tess, tell us about one of your petty moments.
So I was working at a convenience store. I will not say the one. I don't want them trying to sue me for what I'm finna say.
Okay, because I sure put mine out there. My bad. We want to run that disclaimer on the bottom again. Okay.
What happened was this man came in. I guess he was in a rush. He was talking noise. He was real hateful. I don't know, something had happened. So he throws his money on the counter, talking about he wants his money. He wants that put on a certain pump. Sir, don't throw your money at me. Well, can I just get my gas? I said, you sure can. So he went out there.
He didn't know he was messing with Evila.
Cruella Evila.
Hey, he went out there and he was standing at the gas pump. Now, mind y'all, I put it on the pump. No, I didn't put it on the pump at that time. He comes back and the gas pump ain't working. I said, here, hang it up and try it again. So I sent him all the way back outside to the pump. And he tried again. He come running back in there. It's still not working. I said, okay, tell you what, I think that was messed up. Go ahead and move over to pump 6. So I done moved this man to 3 different pumps before I put his gas on that pump.
Well,
you ain't right.
Now.
You ain't right.
Listen, fooling with me, you coming there with that kind of attitude and you going through something, I didn't do it. So therefore, you want to play the game, I'll make you stand out there. You can come back and forth all day long.
Extra girl.
I had one come in there and she up there hollering, talking about what she put on pump. Now, mind you, I wasn't on the register at this time. It was somebody else. And she come in there just a hollering. And I was standing right by the door. There's a rack by the door. So the first time she came in there, I guess they had put it on the wrong pump. So she come back in there hollering. Right when she stepped in the door and hollered, I said, hey. She turned around, she looked at me. I said, we is not finna have that bullshit today. Now, my manager was standing at the register. I said, we not finna have that today. I said, not today. I said, you come in here with some act right. I said, I'm not. She talking about, well, can we just get, I said, I tell you what, you can get your gas somewhere else. Here you go.
Child. Girl, look.
I will send them people, I swear to you, I would make them stand out there. I don't give a damn if it's raining. You coming up with that kind of attitude, you going to stand at that damn pump and wait till I put that money on that gas pump.
Child.
Eviler. Queen Eviler.
Tasmanian
Devil. Okay.
There it is.
I'm
Nay, we come back around to you, Nay. Come back around to you.
I tried to be settled, but Tanya brought up the food service situation. So I shall, like Francis, not name the building because I don't want to get sued.
Why y'all let me put my business out there, but everybody else ain't saying that? Y'all know why this is talking about?
See, because
that was your story. You told it. You chose to put that name out there. We are leaders. We are not followers. We are not going to follow that train.
Where I worked at were federal buildings, so they are federal cases. So I'm not gonna put the building names out there.
Go tell us that.
We were getting ready to close early because we were slow XYZ, and so we were getting rid of the food that was old, and because you can only reuse food so many times before you have to get rid of it. And this lady decides to have a whole conniption fit because we were closing 10 minutes early, and she had to have some meatloaf, some mashed potatoes, and some cabbage. And I said, let me go to the back and see just what we got left. I don't think we've gotten rid of anything just yet, but I will check it out for you, baby. Just calm down. I got you. Yes, ma'am. Even though the food was disposed of as we were emptying the heat warmers in the front, so I went to the back, and I shall not tell you what I did when I went to the back, but when I brought the plate back, it was so pretty. It had pretty scallions on it and everything.
Did you dress it up real good and pretty, girl?
Trash, you gave it to
Baby, they fixed it up real pretty with scallions on
Scallions,
it.
girl.
Scallions on her mashed potatoes,
Chives.
butter, and her plate was very warm when I came from the back. And I gave her an extra lemon tea to wash it down. So the next
Did you give her a good size, a good portion?
So the next day she says, you know what? I thank you. I am so sorry that I was rude to you yesterday. And I said, no worries, sweetheart. No sweat off my back.
Boy.
You know what?
I ain't never eating out no more. I ain't eating out no more.
Okay,
I'm not.
Hey, Jay. I had that. You said it. I was just thinking it. I was just fixing to say, this right here makes me not even want to eat no more. I think I'm
It makes you think about it, right?
Especially when your inner circle done this stuff. You know what I'm saying? No, if you can't trust them, you can't trust nobody else, baby.
If they'll do it, it's somebody coming.
That's what I'm saying.
That'll do it too.
But this is a true statement, and you learn this at home. You do not piss off the people that are making your food.
Don't do it.
You do not do that.
That's common
Your
sense.
shit and you
That's
leave.
true.
Because
You
maybe
do not
with
piss off the people making your food.
the pettiness will come out full force. You take
Yes.
Now you already know, because I did it at Jack in the Box that time we was there, baby. I got out the whole car. I don't give a damn that it's a whole line of cars behind us, baby. Y'all got to wait. I got to go tell this little young heifer off right here.
And did.
So did. I'm at the drive-through window telling her off.
All that outside the car.
And you can keep your food. Now get my damn manny back. Shit.
Not money, baby. Give me my money. Give me my money.
Give my manny back, because you ain't going to get a chance to poison my ass.
80 of it was the ticket was $9.89. It wasn't even a whole $10.
She said, give me my money.
Pettiness.
Right now. You know what, y'all? How do y'all?
Yeah, y'all just go ahead. I'm just waiting for you to come back around to me. I got a good one.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I used to have this friend. She used to ask me to come out to her house. Now, when she called me, I always made up an excuse that I'm busy or whatever, because I knew I had to be on a time schedule. Whenever she tell me, Judy, are you coming? I'm like, yeah, I'll be out there today sometime. What time you coming?
Oh, Lord.
When question, I hate that question when
That's
people
it.
ask me that, because for y'all who know me, y'all know I'm on my own time.
Ooh, sweet baby.
I be to my own
Sweet
drum,
you.
baby.
Ooh.
If I tell you I'm coming to your house at 5 o'clock, that means 8 o'clock this evening.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, I'll be there at 8 o'clock.
I'm 10 minutes down the street. No, that's about an hour. No.
So she will be timing me. She told me one day, be at her house at 5 o'clock. I kid you not. I got there like 5:05, had a whole fit. You ain't never on time. I'm sick of this. I am not important to you. You just, you can do that with everybody else, but don't treat me like that, Judy. You said you would be here at 5. Bitch, it's 5:05, okay? Now, at this time, I'm ready to go home. So, that's petty. You sitting up here having a whole argument with me over 5 minutes? 5 damn minutes.
But y'all, you know what? That's sad. That's so sad. What? That's sad. But you know what? You ought to maybe at least try to call her and let her know. I mean, I know 5 minutes
I'm right
ain't
up the
nothing.
street. I'm a whole block away. What do I need to call you for?
And let you know, hey, I am still coming just in case. What if she has something planned?
5:05.
What if she had something planned I had to be there for?
Nah, it wasn't like we was going to a wedding. It wasn't like we were going to no concert. Baby, I'm just coming to your house and sit in front of your TV and just talk and have some tea with you.
She was just fed
or
up.
some coffee.
'Cause you always
know what I'm
late.
saying? Yes, I am always late. I'm never on time. Shoot.
Yeah, I think personally, it's just we women. I think we women are the most pettiest creatures in the whole wide entire world, especially during that time of the month.
What you know? What? No, I'm gonna tell you like this. I think what your statement is true, but I think for me, I get petty when a motherfucker think they can embarrass me, and it's like the tables turn, and it's like I'm like this. There is nothing that you could say to me that's going to embarrass me. And my ex-boss found that out. And I kept telling her, I don't care what you do, I'll join in with you. You can't embarrass me. Well, she kept playing and kept playing. So I waited, and I can't remember, and I try to remember. I'm going to have to talk to her one day and ask her what was it that she did to me to make me do this. But she did something to me or said something to me, and she thought that it was going to embarrass me. And I said, no, that ain't going to get me. I said, but I got you. Now, she was told that when you play with me, I go 10 times beyond. So I waited till a customer walked in. And the customer wanted to know about some hair color and everything. And she goes down to the customer, then her, and they walking down the aisle. So I tiptoed up behind her and snatched her wig off. So,
sweet Jesus, you ain't no good.
Right.
Girl.
So wait, when the customer turned back around, what she seen was this right here. I trying to fix that wig.
Francis, whoa. Girl, you was trying to get yourself hurt. What you was
Hey, she was so mad at me. She didn't talk to me for the rest of the day.
Mad, girl, that's cause for a fight. You fooling with my hair.
I would have been calling corporate office. You need to fire this hoe because she didn't pull my.
She done
took my whole damn wig off, my whole lace front.
You don't fool with people money, their hair, they food. That's all I'm saying.
Baby, we would have tore that store up right then and there. You know we would have tore that store up.
Okay, it's over. A wrap.
Hey,
Was she black, girl? Was she black?
I could not stop laughing. But the motherfucker was laughing. She was
she a black girl?
For the rest of the day.
If she was black,
That's what I want to know. Was she black?
Was she black, Taz? Hell, now you
wait a minute.
You alive right now?
She didn't whoop your ass in the stove, girl.
No, she's that type of person. Like, she likes to joke around and stuff, and she likes to laugh. But she's not a real hardcore vindictive person. She's the type of person that her feelings kind of get hurt real easy. But I feel if you play the game,
you better be strong enough to take it back.
So,
girl, she didn't took the whole.
She
didn't took a wig off. You ain't right for that.
When I say I walked up behind her, tiptoed, we was down that aisle, and I snatched that wig. I pulled the tip of that wig, and that motherfucker come sliding off.
Girl.
And that customer turned around and say something to her. That customer looking around.
Dumb.
Ooh.
Look, I kid y'all not. I can't listen. I don't know why, but that I didn't even think about it. It was just a thing to do at that moment. And it's
Chad, you know that's one thing you don't
that's
do.
Extra.
You don't mess with a woman's hair.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't ask a woman, is that fake hair? Or your hair is that
beautiful.
That wig is pretty. No, baby, your hair is pretty. But pulling off her wig, that calls for an ass.
You was finna get took. You know, that brings me. Go ahead.
I'm gonna make y'all laugh. When you want to say petty. Now, this is me being petty. I'm working in food service. I've been in food service off and on for over 20 years. I'm working in food service. So a lady is watching me make her food. I was making her a BLT, extra bacon. And she wanted her sandwich cut in half. Well, y'all know that I have cerebral palsy. So with the sandwich, you're supposed to hold it and cut it corner clockwise, whatever the case it may be. So I make
I'm sorry, Dave. I can just see that cut. I just said cut.
Yeah. So she said, baby, can you cut that sandwich for me? So y'all see this hand, right? Y'all see it, right?
Girl, you dumb.
So I took the knife and I stuck the knife in between my fingers, like weeded, like the Band-Aid. I mean, like
You
the
dumb.
to cut the sandwich. And the lady, swear to God, I cut one of my fingers off. The bitch didn't even eat the sandwich. And it was perfectly cut. Patty, bitch, I orchestrated that goddamn sandwich with my hands.
What'd you say? She should have ate that damn sandwich, bitch, because she worked.
All that hard work.
That would work. That would work.
I orchestrated that shit
Baby, you worked that hell.
with extra bacon.
Honey, she was petty. That baby was petty. She should have ate that.
Hey, I
'Cause it wasn't a straight line.
I still would have ate it. Hey, little pieces and all. I would have ate it.
Yo, no, I sure would, because that baby worked to cut that damn sandwich. I'm going to eat it.
I bet you that bread was in crumbs. I bet
Shut up,
it was crumbled up. There crumbs all over.
Look, can you see me? Look, can you see me? Can you see me? Trying to cut the bread. Can you see me?
You didn't cut a whole
You
paw.
dumb.
Bitch, you got a whole paw print in that damn sandwich.
Look, but it was cut.
Judy, cloud, baby, cloud. Like for real.
But it was cut. You know what? That made me look. That made me think about brothers. We had some food. My mama had made some fried chicken and something else. I forgot what it was, but it was real good, real good. My brother was trying to eat. He had finished his plate. He was trying to eat mine. And look, don't play with my food. Don't no, that's mine. So no, can I get that last bite? Can I get that bite right there? So hold on, wait a minute. Went in the kitchen and put a whole bottle of that hot Tabasco stuff all on the bottom. Because I was like, yeah, I think I want some hot sauce on it. I didn't even want it. I didn't want it, but I was gonna ruin it for him just because he wanted it real bad. And I was like, that was extra. That was real extra, wasn't it? Ruined a good piece of chicken just so I could not give it to him. I just
You know what? You ain't
just
right.
extra.
You ain't
I
right.
ain't. I'm not.
My ex-husband. So we went to the store and got some ice cream. We both got the same kind, and I want to say it was cookies and cream. We both got the same kind because I know that if we don't get the same kind, he'll eat mine, or he'll, you know what I'm saying, or he had this thing where he would always look to see, because he'll eat his in one setting. I tend to eat only half and save the rest. Well, he didn't like that. He wanted to be able to have some extra left. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. My doorbell ringing. And so anyway, I said, I'll go to sleep. I go in there and go to sleep. Oh, I told her you got off at 8.
This fool.
Oh.
Talk about how ice cream.
Anyway, so the ice cream. So I go in there. I get up and I go in there. I'm going to go get me some ice cream. And I said, "Oh, my ice cream's still here."
No.
I opened up the top and I looked at it. It looked kind of funny. I was like, "No, this only happened when your ice cream melted and then you refreeze it. Why you got this fuzzy stuff on top?" I'm looking, so I pick it up and I heard some jiggle. Why this sorry bastard done went in there, ate my ice cream and filled the motherfucker back with water and tried to freeze it.
Yeah.
And I knew it was something. I knew it was something because when he heard me cuss, he knew I had found the ice cream. He knew I had went in there. I done poked a hole in it and everything. I said, "What the hell?" The top part is froze. The rest of it was still trying to freeze. I was so mad. Oh,
girl, he was trying to help you have
That reminds me. That reminds me.
Had his ice cream.
Ate it, did.
And
That
was
is
sitting there
petty.
eating
Eating
it
somebody's food, y'all. That's petty. People love leftovers, so leave their leftovers alone.
Okay.
But y'all, that just reminded me, and that ain't even my story, but you just brought it up. When I had my nephew come stay with me, baby, he would get up in the middle of the night, eat up everything in the house, use up everything in the house. I went to go wash my clothes. How come the laundry detergent is water? I poured out his water. I'm like, dang, they done messed up this bottle of laundry detergent.
It's kind of loose.
So
Why does liquid loose?
So I just looked over it. I said, okay. I cooked me a steak. Why when I get the A1 sauce, it's water in the A1 sauce? I ain't even done with you. Why would I go to take a shower and I'm trying to pour out the soap on the towel as water?
Water, girl.
Everything was filled up with water in the damn cabinet. What the hell going on?
That wanted to
girl.
make sure you still
Everything.
had what you needed.
Everything was water. I'm thinking that I really got some stuff. I'm like, oh, this soap is full. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, heavy.
Yeah,
Like,
real heavy. Dish liquid. I mean,
Girl.
laundry soap.
liquid, baby.
Baby.
Hey, you try to make sure you got every drop of it though.
I got another good one for y'all. I got another. Y'all finna die. Y'all gonna tell me to log off. Me and my kids and my significant other, we decide we're gonna go out and have lunch together, dinner together, whatever the case may be. So I got tennis shoes on. I very seldom wear sandals. So I lean over to tie my shoe, and because I'm an epileptic patient, everybody assumes, strike one, everybody assumes that I'm having a seizure. So they
bent over.
petty. That's petty number one. Petty number two, my shoestring is untied, so I bend over to tie my shoe, and the whole table, including my kids, says, "Mama, you know how to tie your shoe with your hand, and it's like that."
They in front of every damn body.
The whole restaurant.
Extra.
I need Tatiana and Sandra to tune in.
Oh,
because I was so
extra.
mad at them. Like, I raised y'all. I know y'all don't see me tie my shoe. Mama, you can tie your shoe with that hand.
They ain't right.
Extra.
They ain't right.
Hey,
Why people gotta be over the top like that? But you know what? I'm like this. We were talking about food, and I was thinking about it. What you said, Taz, about your ex-husband and you eating the ice cream. I'm like that sometimes when me and Jay are eating something right, and I'll be like, "Why you got to eat mine? Why you didn't order what I'm eating so you could have your own?" Is that petty, y'all? I'll be like, why are you eating mine? I don't want to share mine. You know what I'm saying? You got, and then instead of just getting one, now you got to come and get another one. And it's getting good to you now. I'm like, why you just didn't order your own?
my son is like
I'm
that.
just- I'm
Devon
fat,
does not
like-
like to share his meal. Like, big boy ain't trying to hear that. Order
don't
what
do
you
that.
gonna order. I'm gonna be a man and pay for whatever you order, but baby, don't stick your crumb fingers over here in his plate.
And when we first met each other, her first words is, "You better order what you want, because I'm not sharing none of mine." That was your words when we first met. She let me know how petty she was off the top.
Okay, because you could eat back then, boy.
Shut up, fool.
Put away some stuff, boy. I ain't getting nothing.
Big dirt.
It was a race, for instance. It was a Taz. It was a race. Boy, we both speed eating. She over there eating, going to town.
Shut up. Whatever. Lady, I don't give a damn.
Oh my.
Girl, look.
Ooh.
That's some petty shit. Look now.
But y'all, let's get to pettiness and relationships. And relationships, yes, ma'am. Y'all, because I know when I broke up with my ex, I was petty as hell. I was like, when we broke up, I'm like, shit, I'm looking good. I done lost this damn weight. Oh, bitch, you finna see me today. I ain't even got no reason to go to her house. But I made up a reason, sure did, baby, because you finna see me in these tight-ass fitted jeans and this damn cute-ass blouse I got on, baby. Because when she was with me, I was a stud, see? And then when I had finally found myself, I said, shit, I'm sexy. Hell, had my little micro braids in and them tight jeans.
Girl, was you fine?
Look, I need to come over there because Julian left some stuff over there, so I'm finna come over there and pick it up. I'll be over there in a minute.
Duh.
She's like, whatever, okay, baby. I went over there flouncing all in front of her. Excuse me, hey girl.
Leaning over,
smelling good and everything. Petty as hell. Petty. I was petty. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted her to see all this sexiness.
Ain't that right though? When you have a breakup, ain't that right? You just feel like, I gotta put it all in your face that one, you ain't bothering me. I'm still looking good.
Okay, you start taking pictures of you and that other person.
Posting them everywhere.
Out of town, baby.
Posting them everywhere.
I was on vacation every day.
Duh. Oh, I don't know if I've ever done. Look, breakups.
I was gonna say, I was just thinking about that, and I think whenever I broke up with somebody, when we part ways, I just went on. I didn't like the petty stuff.
You wasn't petty. You wasn't extra.
Because I feel like once we were done, we were done. I didn't have nothing to say to you. I don't need you to have nothing to say to me. None of that. But it seems to be always the other way around. I didn't never. That's one thing I never did. I never did the pettiness. I didn't want to dress up and go flaunt in front of y'all because we didn't hang with the same group of people. So for me, I had no business being over there. So since we didn't hang with none of the same group of people, all his friends was his friends. Whoever I kicked it with was who I kicked it with, and we never crossed paths like that. None of my people ever hung with his people.
Now's the time when you
Baby,
broke up and start fronting about everything.
I was wearing social media out. I was wearing it out, baby. Tagging all her friends. Everybody gonna get tagged in this post because I'm gonna make sure it get back to your ass.
Ugly.
You gonna see me with this other woman. I'm gonna make damn for sure you all.
Don't.
I gotta pay you back.
One of my petty moments was, and I shall leave him nameless, but one of my exes came over to see the kids and hang out with the kids, XYZ, and the coffee was good, Folgers was good. It was right on point. And I stay out here on the porch, but Nate, can you give me a cup of coffee? You sure can. You sure can. I'll give you the biggest coffee cup I got in the kitchen. Not before I spit in it, though.
Oh,
you still want that coffee? Do you still want that coffee? Because I will serve you your sugar and your cream. Do you still want that coffee? Walked up to McDonald's and bought him $1 coffee. You shall not have my Folgers coffee. Now that's me.
Oh wow,
that's that petty stuff when you break up business.
Yeah.
But I want to know: is it petty? Is it actually petty that you want to flout somebody else or flaunt somebody else off in front of your ex?
I had a friend that had broken up with somebody and then decided to date his friend just to get back at him.
That's extra.
That's extra.
And she was like, you know what? He been trying to holler at me anyway. I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make him salty and mad and make the two of them fight or whatever. She was just like, really like that. I was like,
okay, since I didn't say his name, so Sandra said, quit talking about my
I was about to post it, baby. I was about to put it up there.
You know what?
Girl.
I don't know if this is petty. Okay, one, I do remember a person that I had. I found out that one morning when I was getting out for work, he was late picking me up, and I got mad because you picking me up. You know what I'm saying? All late, so that means you wasn't at home, which he wasn't. So when we got to the house, we go up the stairs. I throw my stuff down in the living room. I go straight to the closet, start pulling his clothes out, tell him to get out. He was walking down the stairs, and he loved his Jordans. He was walking down the stairs. He say, I got to come back and get my Jordans. I said, no, you don't. Here you go. I start kicking him down the stairs. He say, no, stop kicking my shoes. Don't kick my shoes. I said, you ain't got no reason to come back up here. And I'm just steady. But the way I was kicking it was I barely kick it till it get to the edge of the stair. And then it just lean on over and just tumble on down. You know how people are about their Jordans.
Okay, the J.
So I guess that was one petty moment. That was one. Okay,
that's it.
Yeah. And
what's another petty moment that y'all have done towards your exes? Towards your exes?
Honey.
I have to say, mine is, especially when I know that I done got with somebody who looks better. I make sure that I'm in the air wherever they are. If I find out wherever they're going, I'm gonna show up at the same location.
Just to be like, hey,
just to be
hey girl, how you doing?
Hey girl, what you doing here?
Let me introduce you to
this is such and such. Yes. Had them going home thinking about some shit. Damn, did you see her nails? Did you see her hair? Damn, she looked better than me.
Oh my God. Breaking down people's self-esteem and shit.
Well, see, y'all did that part. Mine was always the violence. There was the same one that I just told you about the kicking the shoes down the stairs.
Yeah.
I also he pissed me off about something, and he had his car parked at his mama's house. So I told my sister. My sister she got off before I did, so I told her. I said, "Come pick me up when you get off. We got somewhere to go." She said, "Okay." I get in the car, and she said, "Where are we going?" I said, "Just hold on." Girl, I done pulled in front of the mama house. See the car sitting there. I went over there and hit it twice. Pow! Pow! All you hear is that air coming out that back tire. So I walk into the car. My sister say, "Girl, if you don't hurry up and come on, you walking like you ain't did nothing. Hurry up and get in this car." I said, "Girl, I ain't stood nothing." I ease on in the car, drive on off. She say she had my car later on that day. She was driving by, and she said, "Girl, guess what I seen?" I said, "What?" She said, "I saw him walking," and I just busted out laughing. So he called me. He said, "Man, I came outside and somebody done put my tire on fire. I said, oh, did they?
Poor Ting Ting.
I said, well, look like you got to get another tire then. Girl,
Whoa.
he found out later.
Let me
He
read
found out
one.
later on that I did.
Shady, shady.
Sandra says, it ain't petty at all. Child, after I had Kai, me and Chia had split for a few years, girl. When we seen each other again, smile was on 1,000.
I bet it was, girl.
Body was perfect, and I had the perfect jeans on. Like, baby, I know you see all this.
Ay.
My pure happiness and fineness,
Who say
girl.
body
I
was
know
a
that's
perfect
right.
10,
I
what she
know
said.
it. That's my news.
All right, girl.
That's my
You know what
news.
you doing. Shoot, make
She-
her think about some things.
Look,
like,
she learned from the best.
Y'all made me. I was gonna say y'all had to make me think about that because I had forgot all about that.
girl, when you go
Baby,
to thinking back, you like, man,
You gotta
maybe I
make
was.
them. You gotta make them reminisce and think about what they lost. You know what I'm
see
saying?
now.
You think the grass is green on the other side or whatever, baby? Look what you missed out on.
Ain't that something? You thought you drugged me down, you beat me down, you beat down my self-esteem, made me feel like I wasn't shit. Okay, I got you.
You know what? I guess I get petty over like stuff. My pettiness is like I really want to hurt you where, you know what I'm saying, hit you where it hurt, which is like, for instance, he had a car that was in my name. I told him that if I seen her in the car, that way she better hope she was close to home, because if not, she'd have to get out and walk wherever I take the car at. Well, just so happened I seen somebody else in the car. Her brother and them, she was letting them tear up the car. So I went the next morning, knocked on her door. She didn't even know I knew where she stayed at. When I knocked on that door, got the keys to that car. I didn't get after that. I didn't give a damn. Then I turned around and sold the car.
Ooh, girl.
So, wait a minute.
Hit him below the belt.
Wait a minute. And then, after I sold the car, the deal was that he was in jail at that time.
Sweet
Is
baby.
it petty?
As soon as he got out, he hit me up on Messenger and told me we need to talk. I said,
I
about
bet.
what?
What you said? We don't need to talk about nothing. You good? You good?
Hey, have you
I'm
been
not
petty?
in-
Have you been petty with any of your exes? Any of your exes? Have you been petty with it in a relationship or after the relationship?
I'm finna give you a petty moment.
Go on, give it to her.
How about it? Have you ever went to court for child support and the judge asked you, do you want the back payment on the child support? Or would you like for them to sit in jail for 6 months?
Girl, did you? Ooh.
Petty.
Did
I
you
want
choose?
to
we
back
know
child
6
support
months.
and lock his
6
ass
months in
up
jail
the rest
for,
of the 6
200,
months.
Bob.
There you go.
That's petty. He lost his freedom for 6 months. He
Ooh,
lost his
wee.
free because he tried to pin my son against me. And then when he seen my son on a public bus here in Dallas, Texas, he belittled my son, but my son kept his dignity and did not disrespect his dad. But it broke him down because it was on his 20th or 21st birthday. So when he came through my door and my son was in tears, don't play with a mama's cubs, baby.
There you go. I'm about to
Don't
say,
play
that's
with
playing
the
with a
mama's
mama.
cubs.
Mamas are probably just as petty. So, yeah.
Yeah, don't play with a mama's cub. Took the freedom for 6 months and the child support payment that his
Girl.
brother paid for him. That his brother had to pay for him because he didn't have a job.
Oh,
Took
honey,
took the money with a smile on my face.
I bet he learned that lesson and remembered Cynthia. Yeah, I bet you. I bet.
Yeah.
I would have showed up at her damn house after I got out. I'd have had to go right back to jail.
Ooh.
Baby, yeah, we would have to fight. You had to post
Baby,
up,
don't-
baby.
My
Have we
kids
ever-
are fully grown, but if you come from my cubs, baby, it's gonna hurt you in the end. It's gonna hurt you. It really is.
What about in our relationship? Are we petty? Or do you think I'm petty?
Hell yeah, you petty.
Oh,
Petty as
what?
hell. Petty.
What in
petty.
half?
You just always petty. You
She
just,
lying. She full of.
And I'm petty too, because I ain't gonna lie. If I give her some advice and I tell her you need to do it this way so you don't have to go through this, if she don't take my advice, I only tell her one time. You ain't got to take it, but I'm sitting back waiting for it to just fall apart. So when she go down with gasoline draws on, I'm sitting there like, I told you.
That's up.
I told you. You should have listened. So yeah, I'm petty.
shady.
I'm petty to that.
I'm not petty.
Judy,
was a
what
lie.
Sandra said at the bottom? Don't y'all listen to my.
So yes,
Look.
I'm petty. What about you?
I don't think so. I'm not petty.
Girl, please, you are petty.
I'm petty over every daggum thing.
She's petty.
And Sandra is
Try to stop an argument. She want to keep it going.
Will.
She she'll keep it going for 4 and 5 days. Lord, mama, now Mo Daddy, y'all know she's still crazy. Don't let her justify that part. Laugh out loud. We adore you, mama.
Look, you know your mama crazy. Just
Yeah, but
off the wagon. But I think that's just women, though. I think we end up we're scorned, right? So in that relationship,
we become petty.
Yes, like I said, people bring it out of you, and I think it's more intensified when you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the people that are in your environment that you encounter at work or out in the street or maybe at your kid's school or something like that. The relationship you have with your partner is different, and so when you've broken that off, that just
it more intensifies.
Man makes us. Ooh, now I got a question. Do you think men are petty too?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm with one of the biggest, pettiest motherfuckers on the planet right now. And I'm saying it on the show. He old in a motherfucker and petty in a motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So men are just as
They
bad
do
as
the
we
same
are.
thing. When they break up with you, then you see them out on the town with some woman, or either they
10 years younger, trying to make you feel old and ancient or something.
So men are petty. They sure are.
You petty too.
I'm not petty.
This made me think of
I'm
something.
not. Well, tell us about what you just thought about. What crossed your mind,
Because when we had our little breakup or whatever, you know what I'm saying? This fool, I was like, she was talking to some girl, right? Some other woman. Man, I was like extra, like, cause this girl, I'm looking at her and I start doing that comparison thing that us women do, right? Like looking at her, why is she into her? Why are you even talking to her? Honey, she different. She's skinny. So then I'm like, oh, so you don't like skinny? I mean, you don't like big girls. So it made me feel funny, and I knew it was only just to get at me. It ended up being later on when we talked about it. She's like, I only did it just to get at you, just to make you have a problem.
Put your ass on a pause.
I'm like, ooh, that's just dirty. It just made me think about it. So, ooh, that's ugly.
I had to put on the pause and they make her think about it. She out doing her shit or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I got it. I'm about to be real petty.
Ooh,
I'm gonna make sure she see the pictures of this broad right here.
Lord.
Yeah, that's gonna make her think about some shit. It worked, didn't it, baby?
No.
Have you ever tried to do something petty but it backfired?
Damn, I don't know. Let me think about that, Nate. What about you?
I have tried to do something really petty, and it backfired. I had a nice outfit on. I had my hair fried down laid to the side. Y'all know I don't do makeup, but my eyebrows was on fleek.
Did you get them tweezed, girl?
Because I was trying to get back at a significant other, and honey, as soon as I stepped down off the porch, bitch, stop, drop, and roll. I was on fire.
Wait, you did what?
I was trying to get back at my significant
That
other.
fool had grass on her hair by the time it was
I
over
was
with.
trying
You
to get back
stupid.
at my significant other, had my hair fried down and laid to the side, had a nice outfit on, nice pair of tennis shoes. It was baby. Stepped off the porch, stopped, dropped, and roll. Bitch, I didn't stop rolling till I got to the bottom of the hill.
Damn it. I'm
I was
done.
on fire.
Oh,
Girl, did it take all that sexy at your walk, girl? Because at first she was walking
Baby,
proud and
went back
strong,
in the
honey.
house, put on some sweatpants and laid down because them thighs was hurting when I fell.
Game over. End of the day.
And he had to help me get up off the ground. Let me help you, baby.
No, okay, well, you can go on home. You can go on home. Never mind.
Y'all, have y'all ever been in a parking lot and you're fighting over a parking space?
Oh, see.
You be trying to get there before that person get in there.
I've seen it.
Oh boy, I be petty with that boy. I block that whole some bitch off.
Just mad because you mad.
Park sideways on it, boy. I ain't moving.
Take up 2 spaces. You can't get in that one either.
Look, you gonna wait till I back up and get in here right.
That's it. Now that's petty. For real. Like extra.
Sandra been coming at me since I've been talking about their daddy. I'm gonna tell y'all something petty about Sandra. I went and ordered some handicap stickers to put in your car so you can park handicap.
Yeah.
Sandra can see an old person need a handicap parking, but because we at Walmart and her ass don't want to walk long distance, she put the handicap sticker up in the window. She ain't getting it today, mama. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. Betty, done told you, Sandra. Done told your secret. She does not like. She uses that handicap sticker every chance she gets.
Well, I mean,
I be fighting over that parking space because my fat ass show hate to walk. But anyway,
taking up them 2 extra ones just cause.
David, they got to wait till I park right. I be backing in that joint.
Damn. That's remind me every time we go to a certain grocery store, them parking lot bull be fighting. Everybody fighting over a parking spot. That was a good one. Petty. Yep.
I got another petty moment.
What girl?
And this is what I can't stand. When somebody take my clothes out the dryer just to dry their clothes.
Do y'all remember them days?
Boy, when the kids used to stay with us, I had my clothes in the dryer, thinking I'm all right. I'm gonna be on time
Everything
for work.
good. I'm ready.
Everything good. I got time. Next thing you know, I go in there to get my clothes. They sitting on top of the dryer,
Wet.
And
They don't even have
still wet.
courtesy enough to dry them
wet.
for you. No, they done
They
took
didn't
them
took
out and
their
they wet.
clothes out and still didn't put my clothes back in the dryer.
Ain't that something?
That's
No.
it.
Y'all remember, I don't know if you going to the laundromat. You at the laundromat. Remember you had to go to the laundromat and people take your stuff about the dryer because they don't want you fighting for the washers.
Yep.
Take your stuff out the washer or the dryers. They fighting for the dryers, so they done took your stuff out and put it down
They
on the
put
side.
baskets in front of their Pacific dryer so you
Yeah,
can put their
and-
dryer. Yeah,
yeah,
I've
petty.
seen that too. Yep.
Fighting at the damn laundromat.
Yep.
Ooh, I remember them days. Ooh, but them kids used to have me mad. You late for work or going to work wet.
Wet as hell.
Wet.
Mad.
And mad. Ooh, girl.
Them your kids. I don't know.
Petty.
Oh, dang.
I don't know them. I don't even know them.
Them your
I
kids,
don't know.
baby.
Honey, I don't understand what it is, but people will bring it out of you. Now, we have control over ourselves, right? So, should we be doing the petty stuff that we do?
Sometimes
It gives you a feeling of satisfaction, though, don't it? It makes
It's
you feel
human nature.
satisfied.
Yeah.
It make me feel good that I done got you back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Yep.
bad. Jesus, we need Jesus. I think we might need to go into prayer. Bow our heads to you, Lord.
we had
I'm
a
gonna say,
petty,
I'm
we
gonna
had a petty moment though.
say it. Father God.
Father God.
Yes.
You know one thing. Now I'm gonna say one thing that hurt my feelings though.
What, Gary?
One of our friends invited us out to go out on the town with him. We go out, we sacrifice. Now we got a whole hell of a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even got time to be going out, but we made it. We made a exception. We said, okay, we're gonna go out anyway. You get out with that person, and then they got the nerves to put in your face. You know what? We could really be having a good time if we went to this place or went to that place or whatever.
does that?
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, what the fuck?
Like, our company ain't
drove
good enough.
I didn't drove all the way from out of town to hear you sit up in front of my face and tell me that you would have a better time somewhere else. Out somewhere else. Now that's bullshit.
make you feel like what?
Boy,
I was burning and ugly. Okay, it's time to go. Since this ain't good enough, it's time to go home. Right
And
now.
I would have left her ass sitting there. It's time to go.
It's time to go home.
Well, you can have a good time by yourself, baby.
Good evening.
Talk to yourself.
Good evening.
But to me, that's petty. Petty as hell. You bringing somebody way from out of town just to sit in front of them and tell them I would have a good time somewhere else.
I tell you. So, honey.
So y'all, that was our petty moments.
Petty moments.
Hopefully everybody enjoyed all our petty moments.
I think Jay still takes the key.
Y'all was a damn lie. Damn lie.
Still.
All you hoes is petty. I just ignore y'all. Y'all
Whatever.
are petty.
Because
Y'all are petty.
you will get somebody back just to prove a point.
You damn right.
And
can't
that's
lie.
extra.
I can't lie.
Extra.
I can't lie about that. But get them back. What do you mean by get them back?
That's getting them back. You could have left it alone. You could leave things just where they
I
lay.
didn't- no,
Like
I said,
that
I just
part.
let you crash and burn, and then I'm just sitting back like this.
Straight
I
talk.
told you. I told you.
Good evening. Good evening. Good night.
Y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us tonight to discuss all our petty moments. We enjoyed everybody. Y'all make sure y'all go like, subscribe, and share. And happy Memorial Day to everybody.
Yes.
Is that the right holiday today?
Memorial
Okay.
Day, girl. Thank you to everyone who has served or is serving
Thank
currently.
you,
Thank you. We truly appreciate
Yes.
it. Yes.
We love all of y'all, and we will see y'all again on Thursday. Y'all have a good night.